Hello and welcome to our 7th grade history semester 2 assessment review. I can't believe the year is almost over. We've covered so much. So here we're going to go over what needs to be done for your semester 2 review assessment. So if we take a look here, this is your homepage. So when you open up your homepage, you'll see this. Just a couple quick notes before you start your semester review assessment study guide. You want to take a look at your content tab and see if you've completed your extra credit opportunity. Is it required? No. But will it help you? Yes. So if you take a look at content, you'll look at content and then you'll scroll all the way down and you'll see this semester 2 extra credit opportunity. And then when you click on it, you'll see there's 40 questions there. And those are actually questions that we've already done this semester. They're actually taken from tests that we've already done. So hopefully you should know the answers to those. And hopefully it should be a good way for you to get some extra credit. If you only get 5 questions right, that's okay. That's 5 extra credit points. If you get 2 questions right, if you get all 40, whatever you get correct, those are the extra credit points you will get. So it doesn't count against you. So I highly recommend taking a look at that. It will close on May 5th. Wednesday, May 5th. So please make sure that you do have that completed by then. And then also units 6 and 7. Unit 6 closes on May 3rd. And then unit 7 closes on May 19th. So if you click on your grades tab and you look over here and you see a 0, you'll know that you haven't done something. So make sure you do. Or if you have a low grade, you can go ahead and go back in and retake that. Remember, you have 3 attempts on all your assessments, okay? So please make sure that you are doing that before you begin your student guide, or your study guide, I should say, for your semester assessment, okay? So here is a quick calendar. So our last school day is June 2nd. So the semester test closes on May 28th at 11:30 p.m. This week, the week of May 3rd, we'll have map testing all week, so there's no history classes, but you will have time to work in the afternoon. So please make sure you start looking over your Unit 8 OMS. It will be required. It's on your plan. Look over that. The unit links are due, the blue sections to click on are due by Friday, May 7th. The extra credit opportunity closes on May 5th. That's the one that I was just telling you about. And then next week, we'll actually have class sessions where we'll do some review together. Okay, so we'll have the semester assessment information class on Monday. We'll have time to review, independent work. And then the following week, we'll have independent work as well. But I would assume a lot of you will be finishing up. And so we'll still have classes during this time. And we'll do some teacher choice lessons, okay? And then on Wednesday, May 19th, the semester assessment will open. So you'll be able to, work on it then. The second attempt will open on Thursday, the 20th. And then it will actually be due on Friday, May 21st, okay? It does not close until May 28th. So you'll have until May 28th to finish it. But if you don't have it done by May 21st, you'll see an overdue in your, when you open up your tab, it'll show an overdue, okay? And then that week we'll have some independent work, some teacher choice lessons as well. So that is our basic calendar for May and what that looks like. So we're now ready to begin our last unit for this year. Drum roll. Okay, ready? Here we go. So this is everything we have learned this year. Take a look at this. I'm not going to read all this. I'll read a couple. Mastery of important knowledge of skills in previous lessons, advances in fuels, conditions for factory workers, how Russia differed from Europe, the slave trade, how steel led to the Second Industrial Revolution, post-impressionist, cubist, abstract art, Washington and his contributions to the revolution, Guglielmo Marconi, Louis Pasteur, the Panama Canal, major writers, artists, composers, all kinds of things that we have learned this semester. So that's what your semester assessment is going to be over. And you may be thinking, oh my gosh, how am I going to remember all of that? Well, that's why we have the semester assessment study guide for you. I promise we'll make it, I don't want to say easy, but definitely easier than you may think. Okay? So take a quick look. This is what your semester review in your OMS and your online school looks like. Okay? So these lessons here, these links need to be done by Friday. So you're going to review these. You're going to look over these links. There's nothing to actually complete other than to read through. There's little assignments in there, nothing that is graded. but little like multiple choice things and mix and match that you can go ahead and work on, okay? Right here where you see this required World History Semester 2 study guide, there's two formats. There's a PDF format and then there's a Word format, okay? The Word format you're going to want to use if you are going to write it out on your computer. So you'll just pull that up, save that, and then you can fill it in on your computer. The PDF format you're going to want to use if you print it out. Both of them are the exact same thing. It just depends on how you want to fill out your study guide, okay? Do you need to do your study guide? Yes, absolutely. It is required. You need to do it. The test is going to be exactly like the study guide. So for example, question number 1 on the study guide is the exact question number 1 on your test. So basically what this is it's an open note test. So I'm giving you time to find the answers to the questions in your notes, in your book, in past recordings. And then when you go to take your test, when it opens on the 21st, you'll basically be able to just take your study guide and fill in the answers, okay? So it is important, it is required that you do complete your study guide, all right? So that is that, and then make sure, like I said, make sure you're reviewing all of these links. So you're going to, again, save the study guide to your desktop or print it out. Obviously, you can't read this, but this is just to show you what the study guide looks like. So there are 8 pages, I believe, and each one, like I said, question number 1 is the same thing you'll see on the test. You're going to see this picture on the test. You're going to see this picture. You're going to see these pictures, okay? They're the exact questions that are on the test. So you're just going to need to go through, find the answers in your book, in your student guide, in your lessons. And then again, once you take the test, you're just going to basically write in the answers. It'll be really that simple to do, as long as you're doing the work ahead of time. So where can you find the semester 2 study guide? Obviously you can find it, in your OMS, like I just showed you. You can find it. It's also in your Padlet. So you can find it in the Padlet. You can find the answers, some of the answers on the Quizlets that are posted in our Padlet. You can find them in your book, in your student guide, in past lessons, pretty much everywhere we've covered this year, okay? Let's see, study guide example. Okay, so this is an example, question number 34, 35. So most of the time you'll see page numbers. Those page numbers have to do with the pages in your book. But sometimes you'll see a link where you'll find the answer, like in this example here. So you may have to click on that link to find the answer. But like I said, the majority of the questions are in your book, in your student guide, in your lessons. Okay, that's just a quick example there. What should you be doing this month? So you're going to use both class time and independent time to study. There are 60 questions. It seems like a lot, but you have the rest of the semester to work on it. So basically you have the entire month of May to work on your study guide so you're prepared and ready for the test, okay? The questions look very similar, if not exact, to the questions on your test. So make sure you are taking your time, okay? And it is required that you complete this before you take your assessment. So please talk with your learning coach about this. It's highly important that you have that done. All right, big test, big grade. So everything before the semester assessment was worth about 450 points, okay? And let me see if I can go back here really quickly. If you take a look, hold on, I'm going to go back. If you take a look here, okay, right there in the top left where it says calculated grade, you can see how many grades. So on this example here, there's 453 points. Some students will have more or less, depending on whether, whether you came in mid-semester. So that grade may vary, but it's about 450. Okay, so that'll tell you about how many points we have total. And then that first number is how many points you have earned. Okay, so if I go back here to this slide and just show you, so those of you that haven't done very well this semester, you still have an opportunity to really raise your grade. And those of you that have done really well but choose not to do the semester assessment, you have the chance to really lower your grade. Okay, so we have a total of about 450 points for this entire semester. The semester exam is worth 300 points. So that's a lot of points. So if we take a look here, so if there's 450 total possible points before the exam, so example number 1, you can see this person only has 225 points out of 450. So their grade right now is an F, okay? This person has an A, 450 points out of 450. They have an A+, okay? So after the assessment, let's say this person does really well in their study guide, finds all the answers in the book or all the answers on, their student guide or in flipped lessons. They get 300 points on the semester assessment. Let's say this person doesn't do anything and they get 0. This person who once had an F can raise their grade all the way to a passing C-, which is phenomenal. This person who once had an A doesn't do the semester assessment will lower their grade all the way down to a D-, which obviously is not. Okay? So it's extremely important that you are doing your semester assessment and doing well on it. All right, pacing guide. So you may work each day as much or as little as you wish, but your study guide needs to be completed by May 19th, which is when the test opens. So here's a pacing guide if you'd like to use it to keep on track. So if you take a look there, so for example, like today, Monday, May 3rd, you could do questions 1 through 5. And then tomorrow you could do questions 6 through 10. Wednesday, questions 11 through 15, and so on and so forth. So by the time you get to May 18th, you'll have all 60 questions finished. If you don't want to do that, if you want to like whip it all out and get it all done this week, if you want to just look through things this week and kind of study and catch up and then do it all this week, that's totally fine. How you know your study habits best. So however you're going to do it best is totally fine with me, but just make sure it's done by May 16th. Okay, that's the key date there. That's the important date. Okay, this is file transfer time. So if we were doing this in a real class, I would send it out to you. Right now, I'm not going to send it out to you, but it is in your OMS. It's on the Padlet, and I will attach it to an email the first day that I'm sending out this video. So make sure you can check any of those. They're all the same thing. Just make sure you get the study guide. Okay. All right. So please use your OMS and your study guide. You've got lots to keep you busy these next couple weeks. So you're going to have your, right here, your PDF or your Word format. You're going to have all these links to look through, okay? As I said, this week we will not have regular class because of MAP testing. So you have plenty of time after MAP testing to work on this. It's independent work. It takes some effort. It takes some self-motivation, yes. But you need to make sure that you do have it completed, okay? You're looking in your book. You're looking in your student guide to get this done. So just to recap, semester test opens May 19th. Semester test is due May 21st. Semester test closes May 28th. The last day of school is June 2nd. All right. So that is all I have for you for this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. We will have class on Monday, May 10th to go over this in detail face-to-face. But from now until that time, you should be working. I've given you plenty to do, plenty to research. And yeah, that's it. So if you have any questions, let me know. If not, have a great day, have a great week, and good luck with MAP testing. Thanks so much.